Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel.
I wanted to show you my makeup, my simple makeup that I have. Everything that I put on my face, I basically is in this little container. And I'm not sure where I picked this up, but I'll tell you, it literally was made for my makeup because this is all I use. In these two containers, actually these two sections. This is not something that I use all the time. My daughter actually, she wasn't fond of it. So I said, I'll take it. It's somewhat like a primer, but normally I will go ahead and put my moisturizer in here, or actually this way here, like this. So yeah, this primer, I'm going to finish it up and I will not be purchasing it again. I just didn't see any benefits in having it and using it, at least not for me. It may work for certain skin types, but for me, it really wasn't helping. I couldn't even tell the difference that I even had it on. And then in the next section, I have my foundation. So I will go ahead and put this. This is pretty much the order that I use them in. First, I'll do the primer, my foundation, and then let's go here. And this is the blush. This is my daily moisturizer. And in this little drawer here, let me pull it out a little bit more. I have 3 items that I use. Well, 2 I use on a regular basis. The third one, if I am like feeling extra oily on my face, or maybe through the summer, I want a little bit more of a matte finish, I'll go ahead and use, and that is this powder makeup. Oops. And that's this one here. So this one I don't tend to use all the time, just as needed. So that goes in there. And then something I do use all the time is this bronzer. This is what goes over my foundation. I will go ahead and put my bronzer on. And then I have this, actually my daughter gave me this. She didn't like the colors and I'm just trying to finish it up. Although the colors were actually perfect for me. These 2 actually had a beige that I use for all over my eye area. And then this brown one actually, I don't wear it on my eyes, but I actually apply this one, just a little hack. It's an eyeshadow, but I apply it on my eyebrows with a special brush. And I'll go ahead and point that brush out to you. And then this one here is what I use to do, actually, I don't know if you can see it that way, actually do like a little bit of a tip on the side here. I used to use the eyeliner pencils. I just didn't use them enough. There was too much precision that was needed. It took too much time. And I never really got good at it. So I just decided to just do the tips of my eyes using regular, well, it's actually an eyeliner brush. And I just use that, and I use this dark charcoal color for that. So that goes in the drawer. This is a lip pencil. It has the large and the small, depending on the size of pencil that you want to sharpen. So that's that. And then over on this side here, I have, I keep my brushes in one section, and then I just keep like my tweezers. I have my lip pencil, and although I love this lip pencil and I love the color, I will not be rebuying it again. I remember as a teenager, I actually used, and this was when I couldn't even afford makeup. So I had like a duo for my eyebrows, and then I used actually my eyebrow pencil to outline my lips. And I just recall that give me a more defined lip line. So the next time I purchase a lip liner, I'm going to actually go ahead and purchase an eyebrow liner. And I could use it, you know, for both areas, or until I finish up the powder, I'll go ahead and just use it on my lips. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And then I have my mascara, which I absolutely love. And then this is like an eyeshadow. It's just a push-up eyeshadow. It's like a beige color. I don't use this on an everyday basis. I keep it very simple for every day. But if I am, you know, getting dressed up and going out somewhere more formal, I will go ahead and use that. But I will not be rebuying this again, because the eyeshadows and cream for me, unless you use them regularly, maybe they keep their creaminess, but I find like they dry out and they're just harder to put on. So unless it's something you're using every day, for me, it just didn't work out. I prefer the powder. And these are actually all of my makeup brushes. And I'll go through by size and show you what I have. And let's see. And then let's see here. And here and here. Okay, so these are my makeup brushes. This is for my bronzer. I love this brush for my bronzer. It just gives a nice full finish. I absolutely love it. It's very soft. It's very soft, and I'm sure that you can use it for a regular face powder as well, but I absolutely love it. It just gives it pretty much like 2 swipes and you're done. I love it. I just actually picked that up recently because it was a little bit of an investment, but it was definitely worth it. And this is my blush brush that I've had for years. I absolutely love it. It's almost like tipped. It's got a little rounded head to it, and then very soft and subtle. And then this brush I've had also for a while, and I don't use this as much, and if I were to replace it, I would not go with the same one. I expected the bristles to be a lot softer, and it is actually a foundation brush. So if you want to apply your foundation on with a brush, this is the brush that I had bought at the time. I don't know if there's different ones available now, but I also have found that it sucks up the foundation a lot. So I just went back, honestly. I mean, I will use it sometimes, but for most of the time, pretty much every day, because I do wear makeup every day. And I go ahead and just use the palm of my hand and my fingers, and it just gives me good coverage. I think the great coverage comes not so much from the foundation, well, although the foundation is wonderful, but the finished, like finishing up the makeup, I think is best for with the bronzer. I love the bronzer, and I love that bronzer brush. This is actually an all-over eyeshadow brush. And I love this. Currently, I'm out of the all-over eyeshadow, but when I repurchase it, this is definitely the brush I'm going to use. It's just very soft, and it goes on really nice and smooth. And then this is the brush. No, actually, this is my concealer brush, and I do use this. But honestly, I used to use a concealer. And I've tried them all. The push-up, the pots, the cream. I've tried them all, but I really didn't see any difference under my eyes. I guess it does depend on how much coverage you need, But for me, it just wasn't worth spending that extra money. And half the time there was so little in the product that it was just a lot of money. So now what I do is when I squirt my foundation in the palm of my hand, I will take this brush and do like my under eyes first. And then I will go ahead and blend that in when I apply the rest of my foundation. And it's worked out really good. I mean, it may not give the coverage, you know, that maybe, you know, the other concealers give. But for me, I just didn't see that much of a difference to keep investing in concealers. And this is the brush that I use for my eyebrow. This has a bottom that you can brush them. And then it is very thin. It's very thin. And it's an angled brush. That's what I was trying to say, an angled brush. And honestly, I just use this. And I use that dark eyeshadow, and this is the results. I mean, it just, honestly, it works just as good as any eyebrow cover that I have purchased in the past. And it doesn't dry out. And the brush is great, because once I go through, it does give a really definite line when I use the brush, but I just go through and kind of like fluff my eyebrows with this and just kind of rub it a little bit, and it gives a nice soft line rather than I don't know if I could, I'm so not used to using this camera like this. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it just gives a nice, like almost very light. I don't like a real definite eyebrow. I've never been that type of person. I just like a nice arched form, and I have found that works really well for me. And then this is actually a retractable lip brush. And it was something that I invested in a couple years back, and I absolutely love it. It actually you can actually use it for any type of lip color, I think. The potted, even like some of the long, what are those called? You know, the pencil lip liners. I mean, lipsticks, any kind of lipstick, really, whatever form. And the brush is really nice because you can, like, it allows you to outline with it. And the other side of the brush has got a nice fluffy tip on it. So basically you would outline with this, and then you would fill it in with this. And honestly, I purchased this because I would just invest in those tube lipsticks. And it was hard getting all of it out. You see that there's, you know, a lot left on the bottom, but you can't get to it. You know, it seemed like the sponge tip only reached like maybe like a 1/4 inch above, and you just never felt like you could, you know, use the rest of it. So what I went ahead and did is actually go back to a lipstick. And I love this because you can use it like a lipstick, of course. You can, because it's got a tip, you can outline with it and just fill it in. Or I have found that towards the end of it, when it got like really small and you know that there's a lot left in there, and I'm telling you, my last lipstick with this brush, I was able to get so much out of there. I think I was using it 3 months after it literally was all the way to the bottom. I mean, there's so much product left in the tubes, and then you just throw them away. So that has been a great investment. And I have, even though I've tried different type of lip products, I always go back to the good old-fashioned lipstick. And having this little tool, I am assured that, and I love it because it's retractable, so it doesn't get gooey or messy. And I am sure to get all of that product out of that tube. Okay, so last but not least is my little brush for the corners of my eyes that I use. I do a little, I don't know if you can see, I do like a little tip, and I only do the corners just to kind of open up my eyes a little bit on the side, just to give me that like winged look, but not really like definite or dramatic. Just give me a little shading on the corners of my eyes. And this tool is actually great for that. It's just small enough. I can go ahead and use it with that charcoal color and just go on the tip of the top and then brush it out. I don't wear anything underneath. I found that when I've done that, it actually closes my eyes. I like having just something on top. And I have, like I said, used eyeliners, and those were great. It's just, they dried out, they were messy. I could never get them right. And for me, this has just been a lot easier to use. And it just gives me a little shading on the corner. Just opens up my eyes a little bit. All right, and then up here, there is 4 compartments. I am very minimal. Anything I can get into a compartment and kind of train myself that you are not to go beyond this space. This is my mindset. And you will, even with other videos that I will make in the future, you will see that is my mindset. What's the word I want to use? I limit myself and I hold myself accountable to how much that I use. And honestly, you just have to be creative. Like the eyebrow with the brush, you know, that's an extra product that I have to buy, spend money on, and also have in here. So basically, I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone by having the brush, which is totally reusable, and the eyeshadow. And so this, it holds everything. Oh, I actually put that back. Didn't mean to do that. And then I limit myself to 3 toenail colors. I don't do, the only time I really put anything on my fingernails is honestly when we go to something formal. Other than that, I really don't like to put anything on my nails. I just leave them plain. I try to go get a manicure maybe like every 6 months for the simple reason just to like clean them up, my cuticles and stuff. But honestly, if I let my nails grow, they grow really long, and I can have them long. But I just have this thing with long nails, and when I cook, just stuff gets, and even though I have a little nail brush that I use, having anything underneath my nails totally irritates me. So I do have gloves that I use for a lot of things, but just, I've never liked having long nails. That's just me personally. And when I do see other women with their long, beautiful nails, yes, they look beautiful. But for me, they are not practical. I have always got my hands in something. And I just need to have my nails where I can just easily, keep them clean underneath. All right, back to the nail polish. This is actually my fall color, fall and winter. The white I love in the summertime. It just, when I get a tan, just having my toes bright, it just makes my toes look even brighter. So I love the white for the summer. And then this is the color that I choose for spring. So basically it would be this one for winter, this one for summer. Actually, I should swap them out because I do like things disorganized. So we'll do spring, summer, and fall and winter. But I only limit myself to those 3 colors because I don't see myself wearing this in the winter. And although a lot of women do, I'm sure, and the same with this. But for me, this goes better for me in the winter time. And then I love this, especially on sandals, with sandals. And then, of course, I got to have my white in the summertime, you know, with my tan toes. So, yeah, that's everything. That is my whole makeup. This is everything. I don't have anything less. And yes, I am tempted to go out and purchase. Oh my gosh, especially if I go to like Sephora or if I go anywhere where they have makeup, I'm like all over it. But this holds me accountable for how much I keep in my daily makeup routine. And of course, if anything's needed, I'll go out and buy it. But I just love knowing that this is all that I really need. Easy, go to. I have my steps. I know how to pretty much apply my makeup, and I could do it in a matter of minutes. And easy, practical makeup routine. So, oh, another thing I wanted to mention is I will not purchase my mascara. I am diligent about swapping this out every 3 months. And because I wear makeup every day, honestly, you can tell when the 3-month mark is over, it starts to cake up and dry up. So I've had issues with my eyes in the past with mascaras if I kept them too long. I don't know if it was me, maybe some sensitivities or whatever, but I could feel like the grittiness in my eyes. My eyes would tear. Ever since I switched to this mascara and swapping my old mascara for a new one every season, I've never had any issues with it. So, but normally, unless I finish something, and even if it's something I wouldn't like repurchase again, because this 4-piece set, I would not. I've got something to say about multiple shadows, and this is just from experience, years and years of experience. And my face has seen a lot of eyeshadows. I mean, the age that I am. I would never purchase multiple eyeshadows together for the simple reason that not all of them get used at the same time. I mean, as you can see, I went through these beiges because I'm covering a full eye area. So I've been out of those for a very long time, but I want to finish using these up because this one works great for my eyebrows, and this one works great for the corners of my eyes. So next time I do repurchase, and even though I do love this brand, when I do repurchase, I'm going to look for something in singles, or maybe some of those. I know there's some shadows that you can buy, like the outer case, and then they sell these pieces individually. I will definitely look into something like that because that's just, for me, a smarter way to go. Because you're technically, and I have done in the past, like I'm done with those, these shadows, those were my favorite, and I would have pitched this. If I didn't find any use for the corner, of my eyes for this one, or these colors I would never wear like totally on my eye. Maybe the dark one in my crease, maybe going out somewhere formal, I could have. But honestly, I have been known to throw away literally even just used up one, and then the others are not my favorite, so I'm pitching it. Oh, so much money wasted. So for me, I will not even, if I find a single like this for these beiges, I will get it because I really love the colors to this. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and wait till this is finished and continue using my cream one, which covers my full eye. But yeah, I absolutely love the idea that they came up with, that you can actually purchase singles and just buy the container and, you know, buy as needed. Perfect. I mean, one runs out, you just buy that insert and that's all you need. You know, you can still continue to use these. Beautiful. I'm not sure which company, I'll have to research it, but honestly, I do have heard and have read that they're available. I just haven't looked into it that much. So, perfect. And then for me, I just use this fragrance-free, capital, fragrance-free moisturizer. And I double use it. My face is actually, honestly, it's neutral. When I was younger, I had issues. I would have like the shiny forehead, nose, chin. Now that I've aged, I think my skin has dried up, but not to the point where it's extremely dry that I need some heavy duty moisturizer or anything. For me, this works the best, and I use it both in the morning and before bed at night. And it feels very clean going on. It doesn't feel greasy. I mean, it's just like a really light hand lotion. There's no heaviness to it. And honestly, it hasn't given me any issues on my face, because I have been known certain moisturizers to clog my pores and then I would break out or get a blackhead or something. But this is very light on my skin. And the big reason why I bought it and tried it was the fragrance free. And there is not too much out there that's fragrance free. I have honestly tried to eliminate, anytime I can find a fragrance free product, I will go ahead and buy it if I'm looking for it. I will read the ingredients, but to me, that is like that's a great product. Because anytime you can find fragrance free, you're not getting all of those synthetic, I mean, sometimes natural, but how do you really know? How do you really know? So it's not like I'm a scientist and I'm gonna look under the microscope and check it. How do you really know? So, but this, I can literally put in my hand, all over my hands or all over my face, and I don't smell a thing. It doesn't, I don't know, I think with my age, I've just gotten sensitive to fragrances. So I really try and eliminate them wherever possible. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you found it informational. I hope you hopefully take away from it whatever you can. I just have to put a disclosure in there just so you know that I am not affiliated or sponsored by any of these products. Honestly, this is years and years of trying things and you know, swapping things and knowing what works, what doesn't work. These things I have been using for a long time. Let's just put it that way, for a long time. And if the colors are still available, if the ingredients are still the same, if they don't do any crazy things with it, I will probably use these things forever because I have just found, after using so many products, especially my age, I mean, you just know what works on your skin. You know, you just know. And for me, and my age, I just feel like my skin looks really good. I mean, it feels good. You know, it just feels good. So, and I'm happy with it. I'm not breaking out. I'm not getting like really bad wrinkles. You know, I'm just really happy with it. You know, my, I would say I've always had a little bit of, you know, under eye bags, but sometimes that depends. Sometimes if I don't sleep good or whatever. But overall, I have been, you know, I haven't had any issues with any of these products, and I am a loyal customer and I absolutely love them. So I just wanted to share that with you, but I am not sponsored or any way affiliated with these companies. I'm just sharing with you what I've used and what I love, and what I will more than likely continue to buy, you know, unless they change the formulation or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I would appreciate it so much if you could give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you could please share it with someone that you know that would enjoy this information and its content. So we will see you next time. Bye-bye, friends.